Sports Stars Recap presents Anthony Edwards' journey to three-point shooter glory. He is explosive and fearless, and just about to turn 25, he's well on his way to being the hottest shooting guard in the NBA. Today, we go in depth into the amazing journey of Anthony Edwards from his college days at the University of Georgia through NBA stardom into his breakout performance at the 2024 Paris Olympics. College days and draft dreams. Anthony Edwards' impact at the University of Georgia was simply out of this world, as during his time in college, he gave great performances that showed his scoring skills and athleticism. He scored 24 points, acquired 9 rebounds, and made 4 steals during his collegiate debut on November 5, 2019, in a 91-72 victory over Western Carolina, setting the tone for his impact on the court. A high mark came in the Maui Invitational on November 26, 2019, as Edwards scored 37 against third-ranked Michigan State. The Atlanta native had 33 in the second half, proving he can take over games. He was the first freshman at Georgia since Jackie Dorsey in 1975 to score at least 37 points in a game. Throughout the season, Edwards regularly had high-scoring games, including a 29-point, 15-rebound effort against Texas A&M back on February 1, 2020, and a 32-point game against Florida on February 5, 2020. These games highlighted his versatility and consistent scoring ability. He had an overall shooting percentage of 40.2%, but his three-point shooting was at 29.4%, showing where improvement needs to occur. Even then, though, he was confident taking perimeter shots and was willing to work on this part of his game. His athleticism, shot capacity, and those glimpses as a deep shooter provided the perfect combination for any future NBA development. 2020 NBA Draft. Coming off a stellar freshman season at the University of Georgia, Anthony Edwards declared for the 2020 NBA Draft to instantly become one of the most pursued prospects because he had elite-level physical attributes, quickness, strength, and athleticism. One of his standout games was a 37-point performance against Michigan State. The Minnesota Timberwolves selected Edwards with the #1 pick in the NBA draft back on November 18, 2020, a historically pivotal choice for the improvement of the franchise. Anthony's physical tools and scoring ability are elite, said Gerson Rosas, Timberwolves president of basketball operations. We believe he can be a cornerstone for our team. Anthony entered the league known for his monstrous dunks and promise of his potential to score. This summer, though, he was determined to expand his game, three-point shooting in particular. In pre-draft interviews with teams, Edwards emphasized his goal of becoming a versatile scorer. "I know I can get to the rim, but I want to be a threat from everywhere on the court." The Timberwolves knew Edwards was raw and were ready to put in the work. Head coach Ryan Saunders focused on the developmental philosophy that the team had in store for Anthony. "We have a plan in place to help Anthony develop his game, especially his perimeter shooting. It's about putting in the work." With Edwards starting his NBA journey, the expectations were high. That he was selected as the #1 pick in the draft underlined the belief that he had the potential to become a franchise player who could affect the game from everywhere on the court, including beyond the arc. Thus, Edwards' professional career began with this chapter and set the scene for the development of his game into the well-rounded dynamic scorer that would become more well-rounded. Early years in the NBA, Anthony Edwards came into the NBA with a strong drive to perfect his game, especially in three-point shooting, and was able to average 19.3 points per game on 32.9% three-point shooting as a rookie. The further improvement he knew would come. Edwards continued to work on shooting from the perimeter through it all. Finally, in the 2021 to 2022 season, said work started to pay off. Edwards improved his three-point shooting to 35.7%, reflecting a more consistent and confident approach from beyond the arc. This was further evidenced on January 21, 2023, when Edwards recorded a season-high 44 points, including 8 three-pointers, en route to a victory over the Houston Rockets. By his third season in 2022 to 2023, Edwards had secured his role as a dynamic scorer. He averaged 24.6 points per game while shooting 36.9% from beyond the arc. His development was highlighted by a franchise record 41-point performance in a playoff game against the Denver Nuggets to show he had the ability to rise under pressure. Edwards' growth wasn't limited to just individual statistics. He became a leader for the Timberwolves, showing growth in maturity and a deeper understanding of the game. The improvement and leadership were recognized for the first first time with an all-star selection in 2023, underlining his growing importance in the league. In going from raw to refined through hard work and dedication, improved three-point shooting became an X factor in Anthony Edwards' evolution into a versatile player. Insert this statement in the video. So let's take a break. If you like what you heard and want to support the channel, please give us a thumbs up below, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more insight of today's power players in the NBA. Paris 2024 Olympics, a global breakout. This summer in 2024, Anthony Edwards took another important turn in his career when he led Team USA into the Paris Olympics. The youngest player on a roster boasting LeBron James, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant, Edwards embraced his opportunity to learn from what a roster of seasoned veterans brought. Edwards was committed to growth, going behind the scrimmages after practices to keenly observe how his illustrious teammates were shooting, managing the games, and having their vision of the court. It has been said that this immersive experience with a few of the greatest talents in basketball had a big impact on Edwards' development. At the tournament, Edwards shone as one of the bright spots. He had 26 points to pace Team USA in a group phase game against Puerto Rico, showing he can score and handle pressure. His effort helped the United States earn the top seed heading into the quarterfinals. Edwards' performances in Paris have thrilled both fans and critics, strengthening his reputation as a rising star on the global stage. His high-flying capabilities and sharp shooting when under the Olympic spotlight let everyone know he has grown with the potential to grow even further. The experience of competing and sharing the court with legends during the Paris Olympics was life-changing for Edwards. It gave him valuable insight into his game and the confidence that should push him toward more great things in his professional career. Entering the 2024-25 season, a new standard in three-point shooting. Through the 2024-25 NBA season, Anthony Edwards has ascended to one of the best three-point shooters in the league. He leads the league in threes made at 5.3 per game, which moves past Stephen Curry's average for the highest single-season mark ever. That is an impressive trajectory to take in this aspect of his game. The change in Edwards into a nearly elite perimeter shooter is a testament to his hard work and determination. Better shooting mechanics and release speed were honed through off-season training. Improving shot selection was needed, and it has all added up to an incredible 45.0% three-point shooting percentage this season. Edwards' evolution redefined the shooting guard role in today's NBA. This extension of the floor with constant three-point shooting allows his teammates easier attacking avenues, making the Minnesota Timberwolves offense much more fluid and tougher for defenses to deal with. This has raised not just his status in the league, but also the bar for upcoming shooting guards who want to balance athleticism with sharp shooting prowess. Edwards' rise in three-point shooting is reflected in his career milestones. He became the youngest player in NBA history to make 800 career three-pointers on October 27th, 2024. Not only did this emphasize his quick development, but Edwards also dominated in perimeter shooting so far in the game. As the year goes on, Edwards' performance from beyond will be key in pursuing success for the Timberwolves. His transformation from an athlete with raw skill to a polished shooter fits the modern NBA player, who combines physical ability with skillful play in pursuing perfection on the court. The road ahead. Can he maintain this level? Anthony Edwards' three-point shooting has been incredible this season, placing him among the best shooters in the league. However, keeping up this level of greatness through an intense 82-game season is challenging. One important consideration deals with the physicality of the NBA schedule. Throughout a full season, fatigue may interfere with shooting mechanics and decision-making. He must commit to conditioning and recovery to sustain such efficiency in his shooting. One factor may be the strategic adjustments by opposing teams. The more Edwards thrives from beyond the arc, the more defenses will likely include schemes to limit his perimeter chances. That will challenge his adaptability, making him versatile with his offense. Edwards' mental strength will also play a major role. The pressure to perform at high levels can be daunting, and staying confident through inevitable shooting slumps is key. His focus and determination will play a key role here. From physical conditioning to strategic flexibility and mental resilience, the three-point shooting excellence that Anthony Edwards showed will require an all-around approach to maintain this level of performance throughout the season. His journey to find consistent placement as one of the best shooters in the league will be followed closely. Notable highlights and records to date. Anthony Edwards has wasted no time establishing himself as a force to be dealt with in the league, putting together performances that have already placed his name in the history of the NBA. He did just that on March 7th, 2024, when Edwards scored 44 points against the Indiana Pacers, including a critical three with 1:11 remaining to take the game 113-111 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He finished it with an amazing block at the buzzer to showcase his presence on defense. In the 2024 playoffs, Edwards proved he could score in bunches after posting back-to-back 40-point games, the second youngest in the history of the NBA to do so behind Kobe Bryant. His 43-point outing against the Denver Nuggets helped lead the Timberwolves to the Western Conference Finals. On October 26, 2024, Edwards became the youngest player in NBA history to reach his 800th career three-pointer at 23 years and 82 days. He did this by tying Stephen Curry for the fifth fastest to 800 made three-pointers in 305 games. This now puts Edwards, who has the potential to leave an enduring mark in the NBA, on pace for a very fast ascent. Closing thoughts. The legacy begins now. From leading Georgia University to becoming the top shooting guard in the NBA under 25, Anthony Edwards has proven that success isn't handed over, it's earned. His journey has been defined by passion, hard work, and a constant drive to be one of the best. As he steps into the 2024-25 season, it puts the league on notice. Edwards' story to three-point shooter glory is still in progress, and we are here to witness every moment. If you enjoyed this rundown of Anthony Edwards' incredible journey, subscribe, hit that like button, and hit the notification bell. Here on Sports Stars Recap, we commit to bringing the stories, stats, and insights of today's hottest athletes. Is Edwards capable of keeping up this season with the three-point lead? Let's hear what you have to say.